Have you ever wanted to get revenge on someone so bad you didn't care what it took or how badly they got hurt because you knew they most definitely deserved it? Well, here's a story when my brother and I got some much needed revenge on a trespasser. Meet my brother Ryan. What's up? And that's not actually his real voice. So anyways, my brother and I built our own zip line in our backyard. We tied off a long cable from one of our tall trees and connected the other end to an old fence. Don't imagine it as a ride at Disney. It was truly the definition of homemade. We also gathered up a huge pile of hay at the end for soft landings. And for some reason, and don't ask why, we had a random messy pile of old pallets underneath this already a huge hazard of a zip line. After constructing it, we spent days of fun going down it. It was awesome. So one day, my brother and I look out our window and notice some random kid in our backyard having his own personal fun on our zip line. So we rushed out to the backyard to confront this kid and tell him to get off our zip line and to leave. Long story short, it didn't go over too well. He stood on top of our tree talking trash to us and eventually told us, "This is my zipline now." The audacity of this punk to trespass on our backyard and abuse our zipline. I'm not saying he was fat or anything, I'm just saying if we put a weight limit on it, he definitely exceeded it. So at this point, this is when the revenge part starts. My brother and I both knew we couldn't fight this kid. Not just because he was bigger than us, it was because we had morals and we didn't want him to get hurt badly. My brother took what is called a U-bolt. This is a U-bolt right here. It's a bolt in the shape of a U with nuts on both ends. He attached the U-bolt on the zipline cable, conveniently right over the random pile of pallets. It was that simple. After that, the trap was pretty much set. It had to have been the very next day my brother and I looked out the window in our backyard and there he was, scoping out our line. We rushed outside before he had a chance to go down so we could see the carnage. Of course. So like we expected, he was already up in our tree when we got there and was already talking trash to us. This time my brother and I didn't try too hard to tell this kid off because we both secretly really wanted him to go down. He eventually told us to shut up and then began his final descent. Luckily for us, he didn't even notice the U-bolt on the cable. And bam! It completely caught him off guard. He fell like a sack of potatoes. When he hit the pile of pallets, there was a loud crack sound. That or it was literally his back breaking, maybe both. But everything was okay because we knew he was still alive from all the groaning sounds he was making. It was obvious he got the wind knocked out of him. We didn't know if we should call an ambulance or something, but we just stood there and watched. But eventually he got up real slowly, holding his back, and slowly walked out of our backyard for good. And needless to say, he never came back. After he left, we took the U-bolt off and we were back at it. So kids, if you want to get revenge, make sure it's well planned out and someone gets hurt. I'm kidding. Thinking back on this experience, we actually were pretty lucky we didn't get sued, but it was the 90s, so I mean, come on. Let me know in the comments section if you think we went too far or this kid got what he deserved. Thanks for watching, and please crush that like and subscribe button to support this channel and for more videos.